Today, December 16th, this is a final wake-up call. Archangel Michael is not speaking softly. His voice is urgent, almost overwhelming, because something precious is at stake. It may feel intense, but this is not meant to frighten you. It is meant to awaken you. You are being warned that the hand of God, the protection and guidance that has covered you for far longer than you realize, is hovering at a crossroads. Not because it is being taken away in anger, but because it is waiting for you to notice, to respond, to choose. Before you do anything else, before you scroll or tell yourself you will come back later, pause here. This moment is not random. This message did not find you by accident. Something inside you already felt it. That subtle pause, that quiet inner voice nudging you to read on. That is because this message is meeting you exactly where you are right now. Stay with it. Don't rush. Don't leave early. There is something woven into these words that is meant specifically for you, and if you walk away too soon, you will miss it. On this day, December 16th, heaven feels closer than usual. There is an urgency in the air because you are standing at a turning point you did not plan, but one that was prepared for you long ago. Something significant is waiting just beyond your awareness, something connected to your destiny, something that has been protected through seasons you didn't even realize were dangerous. Right now, it is close to slipping away, not because God has abandoned you, but because you are standing at the edge of a decision that will change everything. God's hand has been over your life for longer than you can remember. Even in moments when you doubted, when you felt disconnected, when you walked away or stopped believing, that unseen protection never left you. It redirected accidents that could have changed your life forever. It softened losses that could have crushed your spirit. It delayed situations that would have destroyed you if they had come too soon. And now, that same hand is hovering, not withdrawing, but waiting. Waiting for your awareness. Waiting for your willingness to step fully back into alignment. Archangel Michael is raising his voice today because this is not ordinary time. This is a narrow window, a moment heaven calls divine timing, where alignment can be restored or quietly missed. You are closer than you think to either stepping fully into what was written for you or watching it move past you to someone else who is ready to carry it. That is why you are being asked to stay present right now. Heaven has been watching something unfold around you. There has been hesitation in your spirit, decisions you kept postponing, moments you told yourself you would deal with later. While you thought you still had time, something else was happening behind the scenes. A shift began, a quiet reassignment that occurs when readiness is delayed for too long. Heaven has blocked it more than once, protecting what belongs to you, but today that barrier has grown thin. This message found you because this moment matters. If you turn away now, if you tell yourself you will catch up later, what is attached to your name does not disappear. It moves. Heaven does not chase those who refuse to stay present. Take a breath right now. Notice what you are feeling. That tightness in your chest. That strange urgency mixed with familiarity. That is not fear. It is recognition. Your spirit remembers something your mind has tried to forget. Archangel Michael is standing close, urging you not to walk away. His message is simple and firm. Do not leave this moment. A shift has already begun. Timelines are adjusting. Doors that were meant to open are deciding whether they will remain unlocked. Your name is glowing in a realm you cannot see, but that light is flickering, not because you are unworthy, but because attention is the currency of alignment. Heaven is watching where yours goes next. Stay here. Don't skip ahead. There is pressure in this moment because you are about to understand your delays, your struggles, and your long silences in a completely new way. You believed nothing was happening. You felt stuck, unseen, forgotten. But heaven has been quietly rearranging things, patiently waiting for the moment you would stop moving on autopilot and finally look up. This message is not for everyone. It is for you. That is why it feels personal. That is why it feels heavy. That is why it refuses to let you go. Your attention right now matters more than you realize. Heaven notices when you stay. Every second you remain strengthens the alignment that has been weakening. Archangel Michael is lifting his sword again. Not against you, but for you, for your name, for what belongs to you. The danger is not an enemy hiding in the shadows. It is not bad luck or someone working against you. The danger is delay, the habit of saying later, the belief that divine moments will always wait until you feel ready. Some doors open only once, and today, December 16th, one of those doors is open just enough for you to step through. Do not move away from this moment. Do not let your focus drift. Your alignment is returning right now. The fog around your path is thinning, and heaven is deciding whether to place something back into your hands that was almost removed. If these words are touching something deep inside you, do not ignore that. Stay anchored here. Let your presence be known, not for anyone else, but as a signal that you are aware, that you are choosing to stay awake in this moment. Remain here with me. Don't scroll away. What comes next reveals why your name was called so clearly today and what heaven is waiting to restore in your life. If you choose to stay, something powerful is waiting for you. The energy feels heavier now because the truth is getting closer. This message was never meant to arrive gently. Archangel Michael is no longer calling from a distance. He is near, close enough for your spirit to feel the weight of his urgency. Heaven raised its voice today not because you are failing, but because something in your life has reached a breaking point. Not a breaking down, but a breaking open, even though the two can feel the same when you are standing inside them. There is a force trying to disconnect you from God's hand, and it is not a person or an enemy. It is your delayed decision to fully step into what you already know you are meant to do. You have felt it for a long time, that quiet knowing, that inner pull that never fully goes away. You kept telling yourself you would act when things felt clearer, when fear eased, when life became easier. But heaven does not wait for perfect conditions. Heaven waits for willingness. This is not punishment. It is simply how spiritual alignment works. Alignment asks for your participation. That is why I'm asking you to stay right here and not rush past this moment. My beloved child, your destiny is moving right now. It is not shaking in fear, but in anticipation. Heaven is paying close attention to how you respond in this space. Your attention matters more than you realize, and your focus is never accidental. The fact that you are still here is already a sign that something has begun to shift within you. Archangel Michael is lifting his sword once again, placing it between your name and the forces that have tried to delay you. But even heavenly protection cannot fight what you refuse to face yourself. There is a truth heaven wants you to hear clearly. The moment you tell yourself that you will deal with something later is often the very moment destiny pauses, not because you are unworthy, but because you are not ready yet. Readiness has never been about having every answer. It is about choosing to stop running from the questions that keep calling you forward. You have been much closer than you realize. Closer to your breakthrough, closer to release, closer to the life you quietly imagine in moments when no one else is watching. But with closeness comes resistance. The nearer you get to your calling, the louder that resistance becomes. Not from the outside world, but from within your own hesitation. That is why this message reached you out of so many others. As you remain here, your spiritual alignment is beginning to steady itself again. Heaven notices your stillness. Archangel Michael is lifting his shield over your name once more. This is not symbolic or poetic. It is realignment, and it only happens when you choose presence over distraction. Stay here. Don't move yet. What comes next matters deeply. Heaven is revealing that a divine shift was scheduled for you long ago. A restoration, an opening, a calling that does not endlessly circle back. It was prepared and sealed, but it could not be released because clarity had not fully formed within you. You were still shrinking yourself, still questioning whether you were capable of holding what was already prepared. That is why heaven is so loud right now. Your name has been echoing among the angels, not because you are in trouble, but because you are overdue. Overdue for alignment, overdue for courage, overdue for choosing yourself the same way heaven already has. Stay with me. Something powerful is waiting for you. These moments are delicate, meaningful, and decisive. What happens now determines whether the blessing moves forward into your life or returns to silence. This is not drama. This is timing. Divine timing does not beg or chase. It responds. You are too close to turn away now. Pause for a breath with me. Feel the weight and importance of this moment. If this message resonates in your spirit, don't keep it locked inside. Share it so someone else standing at the edge does not miss their own alignment. Leave a comment not for noise, but to anchor yourself here. And stay connected so when heaven releases another message meant for you, it reaches you without delay. Remain with me. Don't scroll away yet, because what comes next will reveal why heaven fought so fiercely to protect your name and what is now being placed back into your hands because you are finally listening. If you have come this far, your spirit has already crossed a threshold. This is the moment where heaven stops testing your attention and begins revealing deeper truth. The atmosphere around you is shifting. It is becoming more focused, more intentional. Archangel Michael is no longer standing at a distance. He is right behind your spirit, wings spread wide, presence strong and unmistakable. There is a reason this message feels heavier now. Heaven is about to show you why it fought so hard to protect your name. And the truth may surprise you. Your name was never targeted because you were weak. It was targeted because of your greatness, because of the magnitude of what you were created to carry. Your impact, your influence, your ability to restore and lead reaches far beyond just you. Small destinies are ignored. Large destinies are challenged. Archangel Michael is revealing a vision of your future, bright, expansive, and overflowing with divine favor. Beside it stands a shadow, not an enemy, but the echo of your own fear. The moments you nearly gave up. The times you softened your voice to stay comfortable. The seasons when you convinced yourself that survival was enough, even though heaven designed you for more than survival. That shadow explains why heaven is speaking so loudly now. You have been walking in circles longer than you realized. Patterns repeating, lessons revisiting, delays returning in different forms. You thought life was just difficult. You thought this was normal. But heaven is showing you that these cycles were never meant to last. They were meant to end the moment you chose alignment over familiarity. Stay with me, because something subtle and powerful is happening as you remain here. Your attention is pulling you back into position. Archangel Michael is lifting a curtain that has clouded your vision for years. Behind it, you can finally see the truth. The storms you endured were not random. The losses were not punishments. They were refinement and preparation for something that would have overwhelmed an unprepared version of you. Heaven did not delay you to hurt you. Heaven delayed you to protect what was being built inside you. Listen closely now. There is a blessing hovering over your name at this very moment. It has been there longer than you know, but it could not settle because you kept questioning whether you deserved it. While you doubted yourself, heaven never doubted you even once. Heaven simply waited for you to look up and say that you are ready to receive what you have been running from. Stay here. This moment is fragile because heaven is opening the next gate. Archangel Michael is lifting something ancient and weighty, something deeply connected to your purpose. It is not small, ordinary, or meant for everyone. That is why your journey has often felt lonely. That is why you have felt misunderstood. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to carry something distinct. Here is the truth you need to hear. Your destiny was not delayed. It was upgraded. Every closed door was protection. Every betrayal removed weak hands from your future. Every disappointment strengthened your spirit. You were never being pushed away from your purpose. You were being positioned for it. Stay with me. Something extraordinary is unfolding. Archangel Michael is revealing a new path forming beneath your feet, brighter than any you have walked before. A path where movement becomes lighter, resistance fades, and clarity replaces confusion. But this path does not activate through hope alone. It activates through presence, through staying. Even when comfort calls you to retreat, your choice to remain here is being answered by heaven. Your name is being sealed again in a place where darkness cannot interfere. Archangel Michael is whispering words your spirit has been waiting to hear. You are chosen. You are protected. You are rising. Stay present. Don't rush away. If this truth is settling deeply within you, anchor it. Share this message so another soul does not miss their moment. Comment to claim your presence here. Remain connected so you continue receiving what heaven releases when timing matters most. Stay with me, because what comes next will reveal why your struggle carried a heavenly purpose and what blessing is now moving toward you faster than you expect. You have stepped into a space where heaven's voice becomes clear and unmistakable. There is no more guessing now. If you are still reading, it is because your spirit has already answered the call. Archangel Michael stands closer than ever, steady and protective, placing himself between you and everything that once tried to pull you away from this moment. Everything you have walked through was necessary. You were being shaped, strengthened, and gently stripped of anything that could not move forward with you into the next season of your life. Archangel Michael is revealing a vision of a great gate made of pure light. This gate represents the next phase waiting for you. For a long time, it stayed closed, not because you were rejected or forgotten, but because heaven was still preparing what existed beyond it. Blessings that arrive too early can become burdens, and heaven refused to let that happen to you. So it waited, trained you. It allowed certain doors to close so you would never settle for something smaller than what was truly meant for you. That is why the frustration felt so heavy. That is why the delays cut so deeply. You were not simply waiting for life to change. You were becoming someone capable of carrying what was coming. Stay with me. Don't skip this. Right now, as you remain present, the gate is beginning to respond. Archangel Michael is placing his hand against it, and the light surrounding it is shifting. This is what alignment feels like. It is not loud or dramatic. It comes as a deep clarity, a quiet knowing that says, "This is it." Even if you cannot fully explain it, heaven is revealing that the battles you faced were never signs to quit. They were signals that something extraordinary was trying to reach you. The pressure increased because your destiny was drawing closer. Resistance always rises when purpose approaches. That is why giving up felt most tempting right before something shifted. And that is why today, December 16th, heaven is calling you to stay awake. My beloved child, those who once doubted you are about to witness a change they will not understand. Situations that felt frozen are already beginning to crack. What seemed stuck was never dead. It was waiting for this exact moment of alignment. But hear this clearly. This shift completes itself only when you remain focused. Distraction is the final test. Comfort is the last trap. Do not scroll away. Stay with me. Heaven is clearing the final block surrounding your name. Archangel Michael is removing what no longer belongs to you, old fears, old labels, old limitations that were never meant to define you. You are stepping into a season where things finally begin to make sense. Not because life suddenly becomes perfect, but because you now see your place within it. This is the moment when heaven stops hinting and starts confirming. You were protected all these years because what comes next requires strength, discernment, and courage. And now heaven says you are ready. If you feel this truth settling inside you, do not ignore it. Share this message so someone else standing at the edge does not miss their awakening. Comment to ground yourself in this moment. Subscribe so every divine alert reaches you when timing matters most. Stay with me. Do not move yet, because the final part reveals what heaven is preparing to place into your hands now that alignment has been restored, and why this moment marks the beginning of a completely new chapter in your life. Stay here. Do not scroll. Do not let your focus slip now, because you have reached the moment heaven has been building toward this entire time. Everything you have read so far has been preparation, an awakening, a gathering of awareness. This is where it all comes together. The air around this message feels different because it is different. Archangel Michael is no longer warning. He is declaring. His presence is steady and commanding, filled with authority, and his attention is fixed on you. My beloved child, heaven is opening what was once sealed. Archangel Michael is revealing a vision clearer than anything shown before. It is a sacred record, radiant and alive with light, and your name is engraved into it. This record holds everything that belongs to you: blessings delayed, doors postponed, favor reserved, purpose protected. For a brief moment, this record was at risk of closing without your awareness, not as punishment and not as rejection, but because divine moments require participation. Heaven pauses, but it does not beg. Today, December 16th, you arrived at the final second. Because you stayed, heaven paused the seal. Because you listened, heaven reopened the record. Because you chose presence over distraction, your name was placed back at the center of what is now being released. This is not symbolic. This is alignment. My beloved child, heaven called your name so loudly today because your next chapter is too large to enter half awake. What is coming will change how you live, how you see yourself, and how others respond to you. Heaven needed your full attention before releasing it. That is why this message felt urgent. That is why it followed you. That is why something inside you refused to scroll away. Archangel Michael stands firm now, wings spread wide, revealing a truth that reshapes everything. Your struggle was never meant to end your story. It was meant to qualify you for what comes next. You were not delayed because you were unworthy. You were delayed because heaven was upgrading you. Strength had to replace survival. Discernment had to replace impulse. Clarity had to replace confusion. The version of you reading this now is not the same one who began the journey, and that is why the timing has changed. Heaven is releasing divine acceleration over your life. Everything that felt slow, blocked, stagnant, or stuck is about to move with an unnatural speed. Doors that once resisted you will open effortlessly. Opportunities you believed were out of reach will suddenly appear within arm's length. Connections meant to support your purpose will find you without forcing. This acceleration is not chaos. It is the restoration of momentum. Timelines are collapsing in your favor. What you thought would take years will happen in months. What you believed was lost will return refined and multiplied. But stay aware. This flow responds to alignment. Remain present. Remain anchored. Do not shrink yourself again because heaven is also restoring your identity. Pieces of you were taken in seasons that drained you, your confidence, your voice, your fire, your innocence. You adapted to survive, but heaven never intended you to remain in survival mode. Now those pieces are being returned, not as they were, but stronger, sharper, and deeply rooted. Archangel Michael is stitching you back together with divine intention. What broke you once will not break you again. What silenced you will not silence you again. You are entering a season where you recognize yourself again. And this time you do not apologize for your light. This is why your past felt so heavy. You were being prepared to carry authority, not just blessings. Stay with me. Do not scroll yet. Heaven is revealing the position prepared specifically for you, a place you were meant to stand, influence you were meant to hold, impact you were meant to make for a long time. This position remained open while you hesitated, believing you were not ready. Heaven never forced you because readiness cannot be rushed. But now Archangel Michael is saying, take your place. What belongs to you cannot be taken by another. It can only be delayed by hesitation, and that hesitation is breaking now. My beloved child, the world is about to meet the version of you that heaven has always known. The one who moves with clarity. The one who chooses courage over comfort. The one who understands that calling is not about perfection, but about obedience. Do not look back. Heaven is opening the gate fully now, not cracking it, not testing it, but opening it wide. What waits on the other side will confirm everything you felt but could not explain. Peace that feels earned. Direction that feels natural. Provision that arrives without panic. This is not luck. This is alignment fulfilled. Archangel Michael is placing a mantle over you now. A covering of favor, protection, and clarity. This mantle does not make life effortless, but it makes it meaningful. You will no longer wander wondering if you missed your moment. Today was your moment. December 16th is marked. Because you stayed, heaven moved. Understand this clearly before you step forward. Your blessing is no longer hovering. It is moving. The spiritual realm has already shifted in response to your attention. What was paused is now in motion. What was silent is now speaking. What felt distant is drawing near. Alignment is maintained by presence, so do not disconnect after this moment. Carry this awareness with you.